Hello everyone, my name is Ali. This is my reflection video for design and prototyping. I'll be talking about 3 topics in total, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so I'd like to start off the video by talking about how the unit introduced that using visualization can be a very convenient source of communication with your teammates. Oftentimes, I found that while I was talking to my teammates about a certain idea or a certain concept that we were trying to implement into our project, we'd often find that it was a bit awkward to put it into words. Sometimes we couldn't really find the words, and even if we did, sometimes the other person wouldn't get it. So what I found, especially what my teammates showed me, was that drawing out or making a cardboard or a DIY prototype of an idea, or maybe even something as refined as 3D printing out your ideas, can be an excellent source of communication. And also, even while learning something on my own, I feel like if I actually made out a prototype of, for example, something sciencey like a turbine sensor, so the sensor that spins around, I feel like if I made a physical version of it, even though it's not a new idea, just visualizing the whole thing and actually making a physical product will help me understand the concept a bit better myself. And also, to add on to that, I feel like you with prototyping, it's very free. You don't really have to get it right on the first time. Like Simone talked about in her TED talk, you really don't have to get it right on the first try. She said that the source of her fame or her success was through a video that she didn't even intend on being famous, but it just so happened to be what people liked. And it was just like a kind of thing where you give it a go and see how it goes. So, all right. So the second thing that I like to talk about was our teamwork, or basically the whole idea of working in a team. The entire unit really emphasized on or gave us assignments where we had to work in a team, and everything was group project based. I feel like we had a lot of challenges with our team, but particularly our team. Even though there are a lot of pros and advantages to working in a team, you have different ideas, you can collaborate with people. It's easy to just have someone even in terms of moral support, like you're in it together. Although there are disadvantages, the most particular or obvious disadvantage or issue, the challenge that we had was in team cohesion. A couple of our teammates had to opt out at certain times, or maybe even throughout the whole project, because of personal reasons, and that really messed up our workflow. And I feel like we didn't really have the initiative, or we hesitated to have the initiative to step up and have a cohesive team environment. So I feel like if I reflect back and I would do something different, I definitely wouldn't hesitate on starting or initiating a hard conversation or a hard task, just because we aren't too sure of how it'll go. Reading Wong's article on teamwork and collaboration really helped me put it into words and understand what the problem was. He talks a lot about how trust and communication in a team is vital for performance. So reflecting back, I will also try and remember those words and apply that knowledge in future instances where a team is being uncohesive or everything is just all over the place. All right, so the last thing that I like to talk about is using failure as a learning method and learning from your failures. I feel like reflecting as a whole is based off this concept, but I like to talk about it particularly because there were several instances during the unit where we felt demotivated because our idea didn't work out the way we wanted it to. For example, during challenge 3, we trying to use inflatable tents as a residence or a temporary residence for residents of Moontown. That idea didn't really work out. Our tutors had a few comments about it, our peers did too, and then we realized we weren't really into the idea as well. Like I said, initially we were quite demotivated, but reflecting back, I feel like the idea, even though it had its failures, we used the idea as a base to step up to another or better idea. I feel like Carol really talks in her TED talk, really emphasizes this idea of using failure as a learning method as well. She talks about a lot of challenges that people might face, but given the right tools, anyone can really work out to be the person, or work out their ideas to be what they want. So it's really about trying and use your failures as a tool to get into a better place.